For some reason, not a lot of people want to listen to a sad person, a sad man, talk about why they're sad. Um, that's not. It's not good entertainment. I think for the vast majority of people, they'd rather, I think, be watching Game of Thrones or playing. Battleship Earth or whatever it might be called. Um, and I guess to be fair, I've never, sat down and listened to some sad guy talk about why they're sad. Although I don't know if, you know what? Actually, that's not true. I have watched the Mirror trilogy by Alan Zweig. And I enjoyed it. It's one of my favorite little documentaries, and that's the entire point of it. Is that it's a sad man talking about how sad he is, and what I was gonna get at is that maybe there just aren't enough, products like that out there. For not that I have any money to buy products, but pieces of media, arcana, I don't know what you want to call it, artifacts of media that deal with sad men talking about how sad they are. But what I'm getting at, and I'm almost positive that this is true, is that no one wants to watch that. No, I shouldn't say no one. Very few people want to watch that. And I think if I was... if I came across this, I would enjoy it. I listen to myself, probably because I'm quite a narcissist. I sit down and I will listen to all of the videos I make, and sometimes it makes me laugh. I think they're I genuinely sit down and I laugh at my own stupid videos, and I think that makes me a huge narcissist, which I guess I'm okay with. I'd say I'm pretty much, obviously, I'm a narcissist because the only thing I do is talk about myself, and I sit down and I listen to my own videos that I make about talking about myself, and then I laugh about talking about my own like weird moods and emotions. But most people, a lot of people, most everyone, they don't want to hear this. They want to escape into something really engaging, and it moves around a lot, and it makes a big loud banging sound, and I guess that's okay. I guess I don't blame them. It's like if you had the choice between listening to a sad man talk about how sad he is, and the only other external stimulation was that it had a single colored screen. I think that's a hard sell. And then your other option was okay, we've spent, billions and billions of dollars, or maybe not billions, okay, millions and millions of dollars on the production of this thing, and we have hundreds of CGI graphics people and writers and psychologists, and we've rented locations, and they've all gotten to really good shape, and they're attractive. I guess I could see why that would be more entertaining than excuse me, sorry, sneeze there. It sounded like a cough, but it was a sneeze, so don't worry. I could see how that would be more entertaining than what I'm doing right now, which is just being a sad man talking about how sad I'm. But I haven't even started doing that. I'm just talking, from a detached, meta kind of way that the format that I'm presenting is just not it's not a great format. But I really think people should. They should just sit down and say, okay, we're just going to listen to this sad guy talk about how sad he is. And that's even false advertising, because I don't even think I sound that sad right now. I'm kind of happy because I'd been procrastinating on making these, and then I started doing that. And it's always so nice to do that, come back to something that you've procrastinated on. I've almost never done that. This is by far the most important part of this journey, is that I've decided not to quit. And if you will see my 3 videos before this, I realized that I only decide that if it's very unprofitable to do that. But anyways, people, as I've said a few times now, no one wants to, very few people want to listen to a sad man talk about how sad he is. And it's, I can't say it's wrong, but I can't say it's all that right either to just say, okay, fuck it. Fuck that sad guy. He's on his own. It's like, we could just sit down. What I'm trying to get at is we could sit down and listen to each other, and we could, milk this YouTube train for all it's worth, and we could sit down and we could listen to each other. And that's YouTube, right? They have a budget. It's not, it's not going to pay every single person, but they have money, and that's coming from people that are advertisers, right? So if we all decided collectively, and we will never do this, but if we all decided collectively, okay, we're just going to sit down and we're only going to listen to people talk about how sad and miserable and lonely they are. If we did that, if we all did that together, right, we could all make our living from, well, not all of us, but a lot of us, maybe just the best of us, could make our livings from sitting down and talking about how miserable we are. And think about how amazing that would be as a cultural phenomenon if we just sit down, this is like a sad guy that we're listening to, and this is the best sad guy that we could ever we could find. He's the most naturally most talented sad guy out of all the sad guys that we listen to. And think about how liberating that would be, that you could aspire to just be like this sad person that complains completely about their existence and what it all means, and just mundane things that no one should ever care about. Imagine being a professional complainer, someone that professionally complains for a living, and Tide and Procter and Gamble, I think that's the same thing, and McDonald's, they come and they sponsor you for being the best complainer there is. And we could do that. We could do that right now if we all just decided collectively that's the favorite thing that we want to listen to. Not Game of Thrones, but sad men talk about how sad they are. If we decided all together that that's what we want out of life, we could do that. We could. It wouldn't be that hard. Well, it would be kind of hard because we'd miss Game of Thrones. We'd miss watching Game of Thrones. But it wouldn't be impossible to do that. And it's think about it. You could say, okay, instead of wanting to be entertained, I'm going to say I am more interested in aspiring to making a career out of something that's really comfortable. So instead of listening to whatever I think is the best, I'm going to listen to whoever I think is having the easiest time of it. Because if they can become successful at doing something really easy, then I can also be successful at doing something really easy. And the only thing that I have to change is that I have to be slightly more tolerant of the kind of media that I interact with. And so that's all you'd have to do is just lower your standards, lower the bar a little bit, and bam, we're all like making a killing, complaining about how sad we are, and the you know, the service at the grocery store, and not even funny, just complaining, just, oh, I just don't want to do this and I don't want to do that, and this person looked at me funny, and I don't get along with my dad, and I don't get along with my mom, and just I hate my job, and not any punchlines, not any sort of, you know, wordplay or metaphors, just pure. I don't want to do it. Blah. I don't want to work. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Blah. You just think about it. It's like no one wants to listen to a sad man be sad. But think about if we did all want to do that, how much better our lives could be, because we could also be sad people, sad men, talking about how sad we are. Think about how liberating that would be, and if we could get sponsorship deals doing it, and Taco Bell. I'm revved up about this idea now. I think it's possible. I want to become a prophet, an advocate for this very phenomenon. I want to be the I don't want to say Messiah, the prophet, the spokesperson for this new idea, this stand-up or sit-down tragedy. Please, if it happens, let me be the one that gets to be that person, that complaining dude that is sponsored by Mountain Dew, and he just goes to, like, think about it. I could have like a stadium, and I could just sit in like an old couch or like an old seat, old lazy boy, and just bitch about every little minutia of measly little things, that meager crap that no one should ever be offended by or bothered by, and just think about how better the world would be if instead of not listening to sad men talk about how sad they are, if everyone did it, and the world would be a better place, or at least it would be for the sad men talking about how sad they are. But the problem would be then they'd be happy because we're investing all this time and money and effort into giving them attention, and then they'd be happy. So then, I don't know, they'd feel a different kind of sadness because they'd be living a lie. And then that's sort of like a paradox in which then they'd be complaining about how sad they are because they're successful. And no one wants to hear that. Although people do listen to celebrities talk about how sad they are because it makes them feel better. So, I've reached a paradox unintentionally in in my thinking, and now I'm just gonna go lie down. I don't want to exert myself anymore on this, and I need to figure out why my microphone is clipping when it shouldn't be clipping at the number it is. Which is irrelevant to you. But, yeah. Thank you for listening to this, and I'm sorry you had to listen to that.